First time I became quote unquote successful was in the construction industry, and he's a guy that came pretty much from a caravan park environment. All of a sudden I've got this organization that's building, a whole heap of construction, the entire community seeing me like a leader in that area, and I was barely seeing myself in that way. So does a lot go wrong, and does a lot of adaptation go? Absolutely. If I'm going to break it down, what was the biggest trigger point was the reason one feels like that, it's a self-worth issue. There's almost something that says to you the first time you ever become successful, and it doesn't happen with everybody, but it does happen to a lot of individuals, particularly if you're moving up from a few social economic classes. What happens is that you wake up one morning and you just feel this overwhelming expectation that everyone has of you. And that expectation, you begin to doubt, you have a little bit of self-doubt whether they haven't got it wrong, whether they're not thinking you can do something that really you can't. And you can appreciate that, I was in my early 20s at the time, and I've got all these people relying on me, pretty much building them their dream home or their dream residence or, dream development that they're after. And I was thinking, have they got it wrong? And you've got to turn it around. You've got to go, hang on a minute. When you are walking up those scales, you've got to go, they wouldn't have that expectation unless they're seeing really the real me. All I've got to do is start seeing the real me and start walking into myself, who I really am, instead of the person that I was told I was. And the minute you do that, everything changes, because then there's a congruency between who they project you to be and who you really are. Because it's always the same person, it's just you catching up.